Whoa, what the
Let's
heck?
go, dude.
Hey guys, just got back from
Jonathan, the
track.
entrance. We loved it. How
Got
are
back
you?
from the track, Jonathan?
Yeah, testing out the new car.
How was it? Looks good.
It's
Is it real or is it AI?
Oh, dude, we don't use AI here.
It's a real, dude. It's John's personal daily driver F1 car.
It's his daily driver.
Yeah. John, you guys have been on like a media blitz here recently in preparation for this TG you got coming up. So we're excited to chat.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, I mean, it's been a real. I just started helping our pit crew chief Taylor. I started helping him a few weeks ago with the marketing for RACER, and it's just been nonstop heats and laps and just like everything. I'm on the track 24/7, guys.
So let's help me understand this a little bit. Okay, Jonathan, firstly, your background, what brought you to start building RACER? Who are you? Who is Jonathan?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an extremely tall dude who's been in crypto for almost 6 years. Previously worked on Pirate Nation and Proof of Play and NFL Rivals Mythical Games, and other Web3 startups that are no longer around. But I've known Taylor for a couple of years. Taylor is the CEO and co-founder of .fun Labs. It's basically just kind of like a launch pad for ideas and experiments, on-chain experiments. We can all play together. So the first thing he built was Dot on Base. It was kind of like this pixel art based thing, like build like an arcade and mini games. You could create pixel art together and collect it together. Pivoted into a launch pad over the summer on Solana called Cults. If you saw all those crazy PFPs getting remixed with tokens, that was us. And then now here we are at RACER. So I'm a big fan of everything Taylor and his team builds. So here we are with RACER. It's a trading game built on Solana. Basically, think like it's like the liquidity of a launch pad married to like the madcap energy of like Addicted or Crypto Game or even Mario Party.
Okay, let's jump into that more because it's an interesting concept, and we've talked with a few projects that are quote unquote gamifying liquidity, but maybe jump into how you guys gamify liquidity. How there's a game attached to it. Just what does that look like from your standpoint?
Yeah, so basically you can launch games on the platform. The platform is like a launch pad in a sense, but you don't need to go take your tokens to market and try and get everybody to buy your shitcoin. Instead, what's happening is you're launching a team that's backed by a coin, a car, basically. You're building like a racing team. Just like in real life, you need to go like find backers for your racing team. You get the car, you get the driver. Now you need to get the brands on the jacket and on the hood. It's the same concept. So the game works in two phases. You want your car coin, you want your teams, which are car coins, and then you need to recruit bag holders who have RACER to then vote for your team to get on the track. So it's definitely like an exercise in whale diplomacy. You need to get on the track. Top 4 teams. We have 2 races a day for 1 hour each. We realize that like you can't stretch the attention span of crypto Twitter over 24 hours. You can't stretch it over like 2 hours. So 1 hour races twice a day. Right now we're targeting 12 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern. But then if your car gets on the track, your team, your racing team wins the vote, you're in the top 4. Now it's an hour-long heat, and we're measuring market cap, we're measuring volume, we're measuring price movement. We're going to have like little mini games that kind of like time rich people who want to support and buy in a little bit. Mini games that can come on and get boosts. You can spend the game currency, off-chain game currency, fuel points for boosts. You can get those by bringing your friends or answering our secret hints that we're dropping multiple times a day. So that's the way it works. And so, as the market moves, the market is picking the winner, right? So it's your ability to convince people to buy into your team during that hour-long window. And then top 3 out of 4 teams get prize pools, and then you split the prize pool between the members of each of those teams. And if you're the team owner, you get 10% of that pool.
So there are 4 teams total.
4 teams in each race, but any infinite number of teams are competing for those 4 spots.
And then what happened? And so if I'm understanding this correctly, each team represents a token, right? So each team has their own token. Over the hour, whichever token can get the highest or maybe hold the highest when the hour closes is the winner, or there are the top 3s. One will be eliminated. What happens to the tokens after? Am I understanding that correctly?
No. So it's a vote. It's a vote to get on the track. Okay. And that vote is determined by people who hold the RACER token, which we will launch tomorrow, Thursday, November 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern, just for anyone watching at home. But yeah, so the RACER token basically people who have the bags on RACER are the ones that will determine which 4 teams will make it on the track.
Okay.
And so from there, then the 4 teams that make it on the track, market momentum dictates who's going to move up and move down. Now, after the race, those tokens still live. You can still swap them. They can still, whatever. But it's important is that if your team wins, or even if your team gets on the track, that's still really impressive. Don't abandon your team because you have a high chance of getting back on the track, especially if you won. You've shown that you can win. You can keep stacking that prize pool. So these tokens don't just get insta-burned after the end of the race. They still live and can live race to race.
Okay. And so let's say months down the road, we have thousands of teams. You've already gotten voted on once. You can come back and all these teams will ultimately end up racing against different teams as over time.
Yeah, exactly. So you could theoretically end up on the track for every single race. It's all about your sway with the community. So we want to bring that socialify element. Like we see this already in like alpha chats. Like I'm sure there've been people out there who secretly launched meme coins and said, "Guys, I just found this one. It's going to be a runner, I swear." At least this way, it's a more transparent process. Hey, I launched this car. I launched this team. Join my racing team. We can
Just
literally
rugging your friends.
But there's no rug here because it's a game. We can literally win together. Even chart goes up, even if it just no matter which way the chart goes after the race, you're still getting some value back in terms of the RACER token prize pools, which is informed by the trading fees, the swapping fees that we're collecting.
Got it. So you have 4 cars. They're all these communities within these cars are trying to push their token to the highest price with the other metrics that you mentioned here. And the winner gets what? Does the winner get like the fees from all the other cars that go into their chart, or like what happens?
Yeah. So the way RACER works, the RACER token. So RACER is obviously built on Solana, and all the team coins are built on RACER. And so then when you win a race, you're getting the parent token of the game, which is RACER, which you then use to vote. You can then, obviously you can sell it if you want, but you can also use it to vote your team back on the track. So it's like winning begets more winning if you play it right. And that prize pool is based on trading and swap fees. And 50% of the fees that we collect as a company on swap fees, they'll get used for buy and burn and RACER to keep squeezing supply as we emit more with each race.
Okay.
Got you.
And there was obviously you mentioned Addicted.fun. Did you play Addicted, and what were your key takeaways from that game?
I did miss the mark on getting in on time. I was literally like, "Oh shoot, I overslept," and it's like it's close. Like shoot, okay. I was kind of hoping for price to dip a little bit, but I did see. I have a friend in a chat who's literally every single day like, "What do I do? What do I do?" So I basically played, like coaching him. What was it, day 2 of like which position would you rather be in? I a lot of respect. Tuna's shown that he can really master attention and really knows how to play cater to degens. I think Jailed is the new game, so I'm excited to see how that works out, and hopefully have just stronger tokenomics. Just keep learning, keep spiraling upwards as you go. But definitely cater to my taste, my humor. It's very funny.
Nice. Can you walk us through this website a little bit? Obviously, you have different missions you guys can do for this one. What secret phrase did Taylor say in 11 a.m. show today? How did Audioify adhere? Really keeps the community engaged. How have you seen this? Number one, build a fantastic community. Number two, just what am I looking at?
Yeah, so the pit crew missions are the ways to get fuel points. Fuel points are how you can buy boosts, and boosts are really useful during races. Basically, increases your score multiplier. And there are levels to it. I think it's like nitro, super nitro, nuclear nitro, some crazy. I forget what the storefront looks like. But you can buy those boosts with fuel points, and that increases your score and your contribution to your team when you're on the track. So that's what the missions are primarily for. We've been building this like a daily check-in. We have obviously some social activations, but we also we're friends with a lot of people in the ecosystem. So whether that's Solana or not, but so you'll see we have a lot of hold X amount of tokens, like $10 to $20 worth of this token quests. So we've partnered with some great friends like Meteora, Jupiter, MetaDAO, a whole bunch of others. And so we've had periodic quests come and go. Like, hey, check in if you hold 3 Jupe or anything else, for different tokens, and then you can and you can score some free fuel points. And then the hints are also, if we weren't able to, if for our friends who don't have tokens yet, or we weren't able to get mints out to them, you can talk about that in a second. We're doing these passcodes for a lot of free fuel points. So Lurky, they're building AudioFi, 11 a.m. So Taylor was on 11 a.m. this morning. We're good friends with them. And yeah.
Can you maybe get in a little more detail on what these points do? Obviously, you said there are levels to it. They greatly help boost the racers, the pit crew, whatever. Maybe explain the levels to that or how that works specifically.
Yeah. So once the racer game launches, there will basically be like a storefront where you can buy boosts. Basically, as you play each race, you're accumulating a score, which is your contribution to your team, and that all adds up to your team score, and then that makes your team, go relatively faster or slower based on the other team scores. So ways you can earn score in the race: buy the token, buy more of the token. When you join, you buy the token earlier in that hour. Like, we don't really want people like switching into the winning team at the end. So like the earlier in the hour you buy, you get a multiplier on the points that you're accumulating. You get points from the mini games. We'll have other opportunities to get like score inside each race. Fuel points let you buy boosts that you can activate with a race so that you get more score. And that means your team scores more, but also your relative score within your team is that much higher because you're contributing value to RACER by participating, or you're coming from a partner community. So there's an opportunity for you to become a more valuable member of your team. And the higher up your team goes, the bigger your prize pool in the rankings of 4. But the higher up you are inside your team rankings, the more of the prize pool you get because you contributed more to your team.
So that makes sense.
I want to ask, how do you win the game? I mean, we asked Tuna this. He gave us a little bit of insight in how do you win Addicted before Addicted went live. But in this, are you saying like trading is the ultimate key, or holding the car token, or is it getting boosts that help your team? Like, try and give me some little, what you would recommend for players to really pay attention to.
I mean, it all boils down to what we realize is that, especially over like Launchpad Summer, everyone just wants to trade. They don't they just want to they want to pump and dump. They'll buy shitters that run, hopefully, and then they'll mourn their losses. So we built what we call a liquid game. So we're trying to provide a game built on all the liquidity of a Launchpad. So the game is trading. It is swapping. It is trying to call a winner and out of the 4 and then buy in. And then you want to get everybody else to buy in too. So it's really just like a bring your friends, bring the whole family, bring the whole village to the track and pick a team and support them by buying into the token. And that's really the secret sauce to how you win, is just getting that market momentum. And so we've seen that people want this liquidity in their products. Obviously NFTs are dead because they're so illiquid, but this is like the current pinnacle of liquidity in a consumer facing app.
And what makes you think people would rather do this over just trading in general? Obviously there's a gamify aspect, but the crux of your product is going to be getting the users to use this rather than just trading other coins and whatnot. So what is the draw here for you?
I mean, who likes staring at charts and candles, honestly? When you could look at race cars, sexy race cars with 80s themed Miami vibes music, like, come on. Where would you rather spend your time? And trading isn't all, it's funny. I've used trading terminals in the past, and I'm not like the biggest, biggest day trader, but every time I use a terminal, I just feel sad. And every time they try to bolt on social into it, it always looks wonky. We built something from the ground up that's inherently social. It takes all the dynamics that you look for from trading in the market. You want a runner, you want your bag to go up, but here's the extra kicker on top. If you win, you get rewards beyond just your token going up. You get more tokens too that you can use to keep winning. So what's really secret is, at the end of it all, the person that has won the most RACER over the course of the 7, we're running that over 7 weekdays. So we're launching tomorrow, running it Thursday, Friday, and then Monday through Friday next week. We're taking the weekend off to revamp, retool, and crypto's dead on the weekends anyways. But the ultimate winner at the end of it, we're going to give like the ultimate Solana package. We're sending you to Abu Dhabi for Breakpoint and was it Meteor's conference, Met Dhabi? And I think we're also going to get you tickets to the F1 race that's happening at the same time. So
wow.
So and hotel. So yeah, you really do want to participate because that's the real exit, right?
That's massive.
And it's
Yeah,
just
no.
you and the +1, so you don't have to fly solo and be a lonely bro. You can bring whatever arm candy you want.
That is that sounds awesome. Maybe I have to go compete and get that taken care of for myself. But no, dude, the thing is people are always looking for new ways to trade and different primitives and different things to do and ways to just they always want to see something new. So it's nice to see a different angle to just your day-to-day traders and trading.
Yeah, I mean, you can still day trade, and that's why we're only doing 2-hour-long races. Is we don't, obviously, we're on Solana. There are runners everywhere, and we don't want to. We recognize that. So, we just want to condense that attention, wrap it in 2 events per day, and then once it's done, you cool off and get back to your charts.
Yeah, absolutely makes sense. Josh, Jill, what are you thinking?
Honestly, there was you guys went through quite a bit already.
I want to see one of these be successful. Like Addicted.fun, I think was quite successful, but it was so short lived that like I don't know what's next. And the jailbreak thing, like we'll see. And obviously love what Tuna's doing, but this is like these kind of games are fresh. They're definitely fresh. This doesn't feel like Web3 gaming of the past where it's like you're playing a video game. This is like a trading game. I don't know. I wish you guys really, truly a lot of luck and hope this goes really well because, yeah, I liked seeing Meteor's tech used in this way, and I loved seeing what Virus did or Pandemic Labs did. So,
I guess the question that I had was, what part of this do you feel like is the most stickiest part for players? Right? Like what keeps people coming back? I mean, the reward, sure. But is it the game mechanics? Like what's the stickiness for players?
I mean, it's the thrill of the race, right? Like why people keep going to NASCAR races or stock car races or F1. They love cheering for something and being a part of winning. So that's what we're doing. And we're just, we're financializing it in a way that makes sense. So, I mean, winning with your pals on the internet, getting rich with your friends on the internet, like that is the stickiest part.
Yeah, today, even with sports betting being so popular, I feel like, I know for myself and a lot of my friends, we don't watch games anymore without putting a little bit of, $10, $15, running a parlay, something. I just, you want that,
that rush.
You want that rush, right?
Yeah. And you want to be with your friends.
Maybe to follow on from that, like Addicted, one of the things I think people didn't expect was that they thought it'd be like some sort of first person shooter or something like that with like a really 3D experience. Is there some, and I know Zed Run was kind of the first to like, all right, we'll do the math in the background, but then there's like a little animation that plays out. Do you have something like that where it's kind of visual, or is it more kind of focused on the leaderboard? Like how do you think of visualizing the game itself?
I think Zedrun will be a pretty fair comparison in terms of what we present visually. Like there will be a track and there'll be 4 cars that are kind of like all jockeying to get into first. And again, it's based on market momentum. So that will be the base experience. But what we'll do that others didn't do is during the hour we'll have pop up mini games that like throw people off. Like, oh shoot, you have 30 seconds. This game is starting. Here's an opportunity to like get more points for your team. And so you play these like super like chaotic mini games, like very Mario Party style. Like you don't know what you're gonna get. That's the play. Yeah.
So it's not just a passive watch, obviously outside of the trading.
No, like I said, we want to make sure that people that are time poor can they can buy it and come back at the end of the hour. People that are time rich, they can chip in a little bit. You do have to buy in at least a little bit to join the team. You can't just like play the mini games and pick a team. But yeah, and so then people are time rich. They actually want to like watch and see the race. They can join the mini games, have some fun, and contribute.
We probably should have started with this, but what does the team look like? Your team, your
my
crew.
team?
Yeah.
Oh, the RACER team.
Who's working on this? Yeah, who's working on RACER.
So we got Taylor at Tay.fun on Twitter. He's a serial entrepreneur. He's founded multiple startups, successful in like B2B SaaS. He's been in Web3 crypto for so long. But yeah, as I mentioned before, 3 other projects, different moments, had success, and now we pivot. So there's Taylor. I'm one of our marketing guys. Bunny Conejo Capital at Conejo Capital on Twitter. He's helping us out with the marketing as well. And there's some other folks than some other devs in the background that prefer to stay that way.
Nice. So what does that take you to a total of team members?
Probably like 4 or 5, 4.5.
Nice.
4.5. I love that.
And to confirm, this launches tomorrow, right? We got to get
Yeah.
clips out. Okay. All right.
Yeah, token.
12
So the
p.m.
RACER
Eastern.
token goes live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. The first race, the game goes live at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. And any connection with Meteorite Collective by chance?
Yeah, so big fan of Vesper, and we'll be doing a giveaway with Meteorite Collective over the next 24 hours.
Let's go. We're ready.
And
Maybe
I forgot to mention the thing that we're giving away. We're giving away our RACER PFPs. We were giving out Solana Grand Prix tickets over the last 7 days. You need a PFP if you want to launch a team, and that way you get 10% of the prize pool if your team wins a race, and you also get bonus points based on the rarity of your PFP towards your contribution to your team score. So make sure you scoop those Magic Eden. They're not that expensive right now, but I'm sure they'll go up once the races start and people start.
There you go. That's alpha. I think you kind of just answered some of my next question. I was going to say, what can people do right now to prepare for this launch and the games going live?
Scoop a PFP, buy some Sol, and what's really important, people seem to forget, bring your friends. Bring your friends. Bring the whole family tree out. Bring the bloodline.
Yeah.
I love it.
There
Love
we
it.
go.
I think that might take care of questions. I don't know if you guys have anything else.
I think that does it. Maybe just close us off here, Jonathan, with what people should be doing, where they should be following. Obviously, I have your Twitter pulled up here, but what's the best way for people to keep updated and stay on top of this?
Yeah, follow us at racer_._fun. X killed our other account. It was just racer.fun. So racer_DOT_fun, FUN. Make sure you follow us. And yeah, again, swing by Magic Eden, scoop yourself a PFP, see if you find one that you like. And again, stock up on Sol and bring all the friends, because there's nothing better than winning with your friends.
And real quick, what's the name of the PFP collection on Magic Eden?
Should be Solana Grand Prix. That should get you to what you need.
Got it.
Money.
Oh,
I might end up scooping me up a PFP here, so appreciate it. But thanks so much for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm gonna get back out there, get some more laps in.
Yeah, as you should. Let's go.
Sounds good, brother.
I love
Catch you later.
Need for Speed.